You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Well, hey there, Sprouts. Today is Monday, September 3rd, 2018. It is also the feast day of St. Gregory the Great. This week on the Catholic Sprouts podcast, we are going to be digging into some of the greatest callings that we have as Christians living in a broken world. We are called to service and justice. Now, it probably doesn't surprise you to hear that our world is not perfect. In lots of places in this world, and maybe in your own home or your own classroom, there are people that are suffering. Some people don't have enough to eat. Some are suffering with deep sadness or loneliness. Also, in this world, there are unjust laws or bad systems that don't treat people well. As Christians, we are called to love every person because we believe that every person was purposefully and beautifully made just as we were. So we are called to love them just as Christ loves them. And we are called to love them in two ways. We are called to love them through service and through justice. So let's talk about these two things. First of all, service. Service means coming to an individual person, seeing their hurt, seeing their need, and doing what we can to help. It means finding one person that is hungry and sharing what we can with them. It means finding one person that is lonely and spending time with them and trying to ease their loneliness. We are also called to justice. Justice means doing bigger things for bigger groups of people. For example, when we fight for justice, we fight to remove the unjust laws in our world that are hurting people. We also fight to improve big organizations or systems like schools or cities. Justice works to help many people without interacting with one specific individual. Sometimes it can be hard to know what to do. Should we work in service or should we work for justice? As Catholics, we know that we are called to both. In fact, service and justice need to work together. Now think about this. God created us with 2 feet. 2. What would happen if we decided to use just one of those feet? Just one. We held the other one up and decided that we didn't really want to use it anymore. Well, we'd end up hopping around. We probably wouldn't get very far. We probably would get really tired. And at some point, we would probably fall over. Well, this is what it's like with service and justice. Service and justice are the 2 feet that all Christians should walk upon and use at all times. We are called to see the individual before us, to see their needs, and to give what we can, our time, our money, and our talent to help them. We are also at the same time called to try to improve this world on the big scale as well. To use the power of voting when we are old enough to make sure that the laws and our political system is as good as it can be, but also to work to revolutionize the systems that we are part of so that no one is left out, no one is forgotten, and all are treated with love. And so, Sprouts, here is my challenge for you today. I want you to believe that you are not too young, too little to start engaging in the important works of service and justice. The hard thing can be is that sometimes we don't know where we should start first. There are so many problems and so many needs in our world. So do you know how we solve that problem? We pray. We always start with prayer. So here is your challenge. In the quiet of your heart, I want you to think about this broken world and pray, Jesus, teach me to serve and to fight for justice. That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God intended you to be. Just one more thing, Sprouts. If you would like to continue to learn about your amazing Catholic faith at home or in school, I encourage you to download and use a set of free Catholic coloring pages. There's one for each letter of the alphabet, and you'll find them at DoSmallThingsWithLove /coloring.